Have you yet entered the Bronte cosmos? If you have not entered that universe, then you are in for a treat. You are in for magic and fantasy and passion and beauty. So much that I envy you because you are just going to find out so much beauty. But if you are already a reader who has completed all the works of the Bronte siblings, then welcome to a rereading. I personally feel that I have to go back into the Bronte books every so often. And believe that there is one of those books that would hold each reader. Each one of you, you have a doorway into that Bronte verse. It could be the tenant of Wildfield Hall, or it could be Agnes Grey, the professor, Shirley, the amazing Wuthering Heights. Which is your favorite? Which is your doorway into that world? Here I have the book, The Tenant of Wildfield Hall. This is my personal favorite. This is for me the ultimate, the best of the Bronte works. And I will not spoil this story by telling you anything about it. So I have to talk about this without spoiling or without letting out the story, which I believe should unfold for each reader. And it is pure magic. This is one of the most passionate books I've ever read. Written in 1840, it was way ahead of its time. We could call it one of the first feminist novels. And this is written by Anne Bronte. Anne Bronte has written The Tenant of Wildfield Hall, and another work is Agnes Grey. And Wuthering Heights is probably most familiar to everyone, written by Emily Bronte. So these three siblings, perhaps there are no other siblings in the whole of English literature whose collective imagination and collective talent is so high. So let us just go into the background of this author, that is Anne Bronte. She died at a very young age. She lived in a very isolated village in England, in the north of England, in moorlands, where for these children the only companion seemed to be nature and the animals in nature. The wind, the trees, all became their friends, and they created the world. Even as little children, they wrote of a particular place called Gondar and the happenings there. With their little toy soldiers, each one had a little toy soldier, and pretending that this toy soldier was witnessing such and such events, they made up these events. They were the children of a poor clergyman who, as these girls grew up, they saw his health and his eyesight decline rapidly. Their mother passed away at an early age. And this particular place, this village, was very poor in sanitary conditions, in the drainage system, such that the people were dying at quite an early age. Quite often, children did not see the beyond their teenage. So these young girls, I would say that they were very forward, very intellectual, and amazingly imaginative for their age. And Annie Bronte, for being such a young girl, merely in her 20s, to have written something which shows so much of experience and thought, reflecting on society, on morals, on the values, on conscience. It is simply incredible. Thank you.